Tell me if is it racist that by Friday Mama's tired, it's been a very long week. Is it racist that I saved Black's back, or is it just that I don't want to work and I just want to say something like, Frangela, what do you think about Representative Grossman saying black people don't believe in families?
Oh my God, not only do we believe in families, we raised yours. Let me tell you, we've suckled your children.
Still doing it. Still doing it.
Damn.
See, is it racist or is it just lazy hosting? Either way, it's radio magic. My part consists on Friday just of Frangela. What do you think about fill in the blank? Okay. All right. Hi, Frangela. Hi.
Hello,
did you enjoy that speech? I was very weepy yesterday between Biden's speech and Merrick Garland getting a standing ovation arriving at the Department of Justice. I was a little, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
The vision that we have had for this country since before Donald Trump and through Donald Trump, I think is coming to fruition. And to see something that you thought could happen, we thought it could happen, we fought for it, and it's happening.
Yeah.
This is the thing, watching Biden speak, first of all, like it's like every day, I have to remind myself, it's only been 51 days, whatever it is. And yet it is literally like the last 4 years felt like 20 years.
Yeah.
It's just the amount of damage, the amount of pain, the PTSD that I think we are all suffering, including the MAGA crazies.
Yeah.
Like we all need help,
yes.
and to have somebody
relief, and we were suffering, and it is clear when Angela and I both were texting yesterday during the year remembrance pieces and what have you, and both of us a mess, Stephanie.
Yeah.
And you don't realize how much trauma just the pandemic in and of itself.
Yeah.
But then you put the politics on top of it.
Yeah. Can I just say something, Angela V. Shelton of the Detroit Sheltons, and also Francis Callier of the Callier-Holinsky method. Can I just say something? Whatever's happened in COVID lockdown, you have emerged super sexy in time for the 10-year anniversary Sexy Liberal special. There's something, everybody says it. You too. What's going on? It's something so super sexy is happening.
Steam heat.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, don't knock the devil till you try it. That's all I'm going to say. I think that, the COVID times, we've had, there's like, everybody's been in a different place. And I think that for me, that this period of time has been it's like a little hermetically sealed environment almost, that it makes it, for me, some things a lot easier. And that's not true for a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm
a person who likes I like alone time. And so for me, Francis will tell you at different points during the lockdown, I wanted it to be a little more strict.
No, it's Angela, you're right. I have always, these guys can tell you, I've always been an elderly shut-in, homebody dog person. Yes. So it's just taken pressure off me about my horrible social life. I'm like, everybody has to do it now. So everybody's just like me. So it's not like I'm a loser, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm going to focus on me.
That's going to be the part coming out of this, right? I'm going to be like, I have to put on pants and shoes and go drive somewhere. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm so scared. I'm so afraid, Stephanie, of putting on shoes.
A bra? Do I have one?
Buy clothes, because it's like, it's been here and I lost some weight and I was like, oh damn, I don't have clothes.
I know. I was thinking it's now you're going to be more selective, aren't you? After lockdown, you're going to be like, driving, makeup, clothes, heels. I don't know. Cross town. Maybe too many factors. Don't know if I'm going to break my lockdown for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it is incredible the under promising and over delivering that has happened in 51 days, right?
in just 51 days. And here's the thing, it's like we are abused children and who are coming out and getting some services and help and didn't know that life could be like this. It's amazing. And it's all of a sudden, it's like, oh, wait a minute. The government can care about us. We don't have to be divided as a country. So half of us aren't being thrown to the wolves. You mean the entire country will be cared for?
Yeah.
Everyone, no matter who you voted for?
Yeah. Can I say something about all of it? Thank you, Black people. Thank you, Stacey Abrams.
Yes.
Thank you, Black people of Georgia. Thank you, Black people in general.
So we all need to stay on them because what they're trying to do right now is disenfranchise us.
Yeah. Oh, be very clear. Be very clear. What the only thing they're focused on is too many Black people got to vote in 2020, and they cannot have that again.
No.
Yeah.
No. And they're right. It is a danger to them.
Yeah.
It is a danger. We are dangerous.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
They can't win. They're not wrong.
They're not wrong. The problem as it's set up about white supremacy is that when it is, we are challenging it. You are challenging it all day, every day, Stephanie.
Yeah. Well, you know, I heard somebody last night, but I think it's a former Republican strategist said, you know, all of these bills putting forward, all these voter suppression all over the country. I hope he's right, but he said they have very little chance of actually becoming law. And he's afraid HR 1 is like federal overreach. I'm like, you know what? It's about time we had some federal overreach for, you know, to guarantee your right to vote, because I don't trust that a lot of these it depends on the makeup of the states, whether they're going to become law. And they are just egregious voter suppression. I mean, they are not even hiding what it is anymore. They just want the fewest people possible to vote, right? Sorry, go ahead, Angela.
No, absolutely. And I think that there are lots of insidious ways that this country works to try to keep people from voting. The people who own my building during the last election sent out a letter to everybody saying, if the rent control passes, we're going to up your rent by as much as we can immediately. If it doesn't, we promise we won't.
Yeah.
Like it's the levels of harassment that go on way before we get to sort of the legislative, the enshrined by law levels of harassment. From employers who in school, I mean, Frances, you told me that teachers, I think you were telling me about different people saying that teachers asking their students who their parents were voting for.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's it's pretty clear to me that I think we need to stop talking about the Republican Party is being trapped by Trump and start saying that these are avowed white supremacists.
Yeah.
These people are are about fascism and suppressing democracy. You cannot blame their legislative activity post-Trump on Trump. You just can't.
Oh my God, can I have the tiniest of helicopters? Or excuse me, not, why did I say helicopters?
Helicopters?
I'm having a stroke. Oh my God, I'm finally having a stroke from COVID. I'm having the stroke right now. Oh, I'm sorry. You know why? Because I was confusing this story. Arrested Capitol insurrectionist was part of the presidential helicopter crew for Marine One. Isn't that okay?
Yeah.
He was arrested in February for his role on the attack on the Capitol. He served in the Marine Corps and was assigned to Marine Helicopter Squadron 1 that protected George W. Bush. That's something I know Merrick Garland is working on day one, is the veterans disproportionately represented among the Capitol attackers. And we've talked about this. Police force, veterans, all of that, this stuff that we should have been working on for a long time, right?
Well, I think it's the lie of not understanding how recruitment works. And how, especially I think at the police level, how hiring has worked. It's not that, there's some bad folks who wandered in. These institutions have actively sought these populations,
right?
And trained them.
And now it is time
and they're searching out people who have a certain ideology, who walk in with a framework of and a narrative in their heads. They want that guy. Yeah.
Now it's time for another edition of. Is it racist Blackstack or is it lazy hosting that I saved the story for Frangela?
Oh no, racist.
People are already voting.
Okay.
Early voting.
All right, hold your calls. No, because you brought up white supremacists. Just can I have the tiniest of violins, please, Sean? These MAGA rioters. MAGA rioter demands Texas trial because DC jurors would be too eager to cancel her for white supremacy.
Oh my God.
Wasn't that like, first of all, the Civil War was we canceled white supremacy? So yeah, that's right.
Cancel culture.
Okay, right.
Ending slavery was canceled.
Oh, and then when who said that? Oh, the right wing said that it's cancel culture of the royal family for being. Okay, right, and canceling the monarchy, most American thing you can do. I think that's what the Revolutionary War was.
Can I just say? Can we just celebrate Harry for being like,
yes.
No, you will not come for my wife the way you came for my mama.
That's it.
That's hot.
Treated
It's hot.
my mama.
Yeah,
that was hot.
I'm gonna let you treat my wife.
Okay,
like this?
we both worked for Oprah at the same time at Oxygen Network. Will there ever be a better facial expression in the history of television than someone in the royal family wanted to know how dark my baby was going to be?
Yeah, and then Oprah saying,
What? That was better than hard of hearing Darth Vader. What?
Yeah. Yes.
Because you want to believe you didn't hear that. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Whenever you see somebody do that to a moment of is this a ism? It's the disbelief. It's like that didn't. No, I stroked out. You did not say that.
Yeah, I want to see the interview again with hard of hearing Darth Vader.
What?
Okay. What? Okay.
What?
But I know from personal experience in our own family, those kinds of questions, and that is what gets asked of multi-ethnic households and people. We've had people who consider themselves very woke, who was asked Frances. I remember when her daughter was born.
That's
repeatedly,
right.
I had a number of people ask me, when is her hair going to change? And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And they were like, well, it's all curly. When's it going to get like an afro? And I was like, she's not a butterfly. Like, we don't molt at a certain age. Like, I don't know what are you asking me?
I told you I've told you this story before. One of my best friends was married to a white guy, and she said in the supermarket, people would ask her, about her kid. What are they? About her kid. And she's like, they're children.
These are called children.
Right.
Yeah, they're called children.
Oh, Frances has been with me. How many times has somebody walked up to me, and this is people, it's usually men, of every ethnicity. They come up to me and they go, can I ask you a personal question? I say no, and they continue. I say no, and they go, how do you do your hair? And I'm like, why? And I know the answer. The answer is because they have a child, a multi-ethnic background child, and they don't know how to do that child's hair. And I go, well, what I do with issues is I go to the experts. So I would go to this person called a hair stylist and ask them if you're that confused. But in general, washing is a really good thing.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not get to my Saving Black Stack for Frangela lazy hosting edition of the Stephanie Miller Show. Tiniest of violins for MAGA rioter Jenny Cudd, who infamously boasted on video about breaking into Speaker Pelosi's office, is now demanding her trial be held in her home state of Texas due to concerns about the bias of jurors in Washington, D.C. In case you haven't noticed, they're black. New filing made
she's afraid to being exposed to the truth. She's like, wait a minute, take me back to my land where this behavior is okay.
Right.
But you mean to tell me that, wait, I stepped out of she got on a plane.
So
that's right.
Away from her people.
And committed a crime away from. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
No, you don't get to go back to your hometown to get tried by your friend.
Okay.
That's right.
That's not how it works.
That's not what jury of your peers means. Okay.
No.
Yeah. A new filing made by Cudd's attorney claims that D.C. jurors would be far more likely to unjustly cancel Cudd because they believe she's a racist. That could possibly be because she's a racist.
She's a racist.
There is a social expectation.
But that's actually not a crime. She's there for a crime. Like, I don't know why they're skipping over the crime part.
There is a social expectation of punishment for anyone accused of being a white supremacist in Washington, D.C. People have been readily canceled for being politically conservative in their public support of Donald Trump. The D.C. venue is polluted by the city's political culture of canceling those associated with allegations of white supremacy. A guilty verdict by a D.C. jury could be readily based on a pretrial media affiliation of Ms. Cudd with white supremacy. Yeah. Right, because she is a white supremacist.
But you're not being tried for white supremacy.
I wish she was. I wish she was. I wish we could try people for it, but apparently we can't.
Okay. I don't know.
But the obfuscation is crazy.
We'll talk about the MAGA writer that got let out of jail because someone punched him in jail, and so he got released to his mommy.
Yes.
Yeah, like the other. How many rioters have been released to their mommies? That's new. That's new, and what's the word I'm looking for? White. New and white.
Because adult people don't have to be adults. White people are not adults until they decide.
Yeah. Oh, here's a fun fact. What's his name? Grothman, who said black people don't. What did he say? To have
they don't
believe in the traditional
family.
He is
right. Fashion family.
65, never been married, lives with his mommy. Not judging, just saying. Okay.
Yeah,
is that true? That's true?
Yes.
Oh my God.
22.
Well, I don't know.
Wow.
It's hard to take from a country that legally didn't allow black people to have families.
Yeah,
like,
there you go. Yeah.
Like,
right. Broke up those families. Right. Okay, 22 minutes.
Yeah.
22 minutes after the hour.